Let's go.
But alright, yo, what is up, guys? It's me, the Ninja Reviewer here. Welcome to my review of JOJO Diamond is Unbreakable, episode number 26 review. This week's episode of JOJO, by the way, again, I apologize, it's late. I should have recorded earlier, but you know how shit goes. But regardless, though, this week's episode of Diamond is Unbreakable, the most intense game of JAKEN that I've ever seen done in JOJO. Then again, it's fucking JOJO. Anything can happen. Making a game like okay, first of all, we did have poker that was pretty much intense. Let's go back to Stardust Crusaders. We had an insane amount of tense, action-packed poker match. Second, we had an intense video game match. And now we have an intense JAKEN, aka in our American terms, rock, paper, scissors. Excuse me, sorry. Rock, paper, scissors. The most intense, epic fight between ROHAN versus, I forget the kid's name exactly, I don't remember his name, but I'm just going to call him JAKEN Boy, because that's pretty much what he's represented in the episode as JAKEN Boy. And JAKEN Boy, oh my god, this kid was so fucking persistent to destroy and, you know, get rid of Rohan once and for all. And it was all because of Father Heart, because, you know, he knows about, you know, the legend of the actual bow and arrow to actually get more stand users, to actually help out, to eliminate Josuke and the rest of the people who are in this town that have stand users that are trying to, you know, take away Kira's ambition of his murderous rampage. And that is the reason why, that is the reason why, you know, he wants to get all these stand users, kind of like Inaba did way back in Stardust Crusaders. So, because of that, it seems like, you know, he found this, like, random kid who was just obsessed with JAKEN, and we found something about the bus pole, that something happened, like, on a bus pole, like, his neck, like, there was a little hole there or something like that, and from that point on, he was able to actually shot point the arrow into his neck, and he was able to actually give him a stand ability, which was called Boys to Men. Yeah, Boys to Men. Now, I think it was called, like, Boy Man. It was fucking weird, the translation, but it's really Boys to Men. You know, based on the boy band. Yeah, not a rock group. They're a boy band. An R&B boy. Not a boy band. Fuck. Oh my god. Yo, not a boy band. They're an R&B band. I make love to you like you want me to. You know, that Boys to Men. It's based on that band. I'm thinking, oh my god, Boys to Men? Really? That fucking R&B band from like the 90s? Well, then again, I figure it does fit, because this is the 90s that is taking place. And by then, I think Haraki pretty much came up with, you know what, what's the most popular, you know, group of singers or anything that's related, that's popular with people today? Oh, Boys to Men. There we go. That fucking works. So Boys to Men is the stand user, and its ability is based on luck, and luck alone. It's basically based on a luck sensors, and if the more matches that JAKEN Boy wins, he can measure the wagers, kind of like, you know, back with the DRB brothers, the way they did their wagers back in Stardust Crusaders. So again, it had a very similar thing when it came to the JAKEN Boy. It was very similar to the DRB brothers, where they had a certain wager. They would lose either, like, you know, like, they would pretty much lose their spirits, pretty much. Well, in this case, it wasn't really their spirits, it was more a part of their powers of the stand. And we see, Heaven's Door, we see half of, you know, we see the right hand being torn off, and I'm like, holy shit. Like, this is pretty intense. But unlike poker and video games, this requires actual arm movement. Well, okay, video games have controllers, but you get my point, though. It's basically, you know, actions, and it's based on wit, and it's also based on your observation of luck, and that's basically what, you know, he was trying to prove. Like, you know, he's an expert at, you know, most of the times he's an expert at JAKEN, He knows pretty much exactly, you know, what he's capable of. Like, he knows exactly how the game works. So he's pretty much a pro at it. Well, at the beginning, you know, it didn't really seem that way. But it was just pretty much some way to actually distract Rohan, to trick him, in order to actually to catch him off guard. So he played a pretty smart, tricky situation there, I'm not gonna lie. So then basically what happens next is that, what happens next after that is that after the third time around, it turns out Rohan has lost. And by the way, we also learned that Rohan is pretty much a sore fucking loser when it comes to that. And he felt so much pride when he actually fucking... He felt so much pride when he was actually going up against... not going up against... When he actually won and got his seat back. I'm like, damn, bro, that's gotta be one... like, way to actually get some disrespect points. That's kind of it. Because, damn, you're actually getting salty over a child taking your seat. Like, wow, that's kind of a new low end for you, Rohan. Someone who's usually cool and collected, then kind of mature for their age. I'm just saying. So then basically what happens next after that is that he actually loses, and part of Heaven's Door's right arm gets knocked off. And the way they were doing the whole rock, paper, scissors thing was actually really cool. And I like the way Rohan pretty much cast his JAKEN boy off guard. It was really cool because the way the animation was, by the way they were moving their hand movements, it looks like they were doing some hand-to-hand martial arts combat. Like, it reminded me of something from like old school Dragon Ball or something like that. Or just Dragon Ball Z in general. How, you know, you had like both of them flying like this, like on some Dragon Ball Z shit, where they're basically just like doing the whole... like, you know, the fucking fast, like, movements and shit like that. But, yeah, it did have that sort of, like, original Dragon Ball element to it as well. But, you know, it was actually pretty cool. It was really interesting. And surprisingly done in one episode, which I thought the shit was going to be, like, 2 fucking episodes long. But then, again, we would have had a part 1 and a part 2. This is just a regular episode. So, other than that, though, it was a very intense match, very intense game. And it proves at the end... the kid was going to kill himself. He goes, I would rather kill myself than actually lose and admit defeat, because there's no point in me surviving if I'm such a loser and I could never be good at anything. And then, like, Rohan pretty much saves his life. It's like, look, just don't use it for any particular evil means, okay? You have really good power, and I'm being serious. Like, you have really excellent talent. You can put that to good use. And then that's where we reform him. So it's a possibility we might see JAKEN Boy again. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. It depends. I guess we'll probably see JAKEN Boy again. Maybe. I mean, hopefully. What are you guys thinking? Now, again, I didn't really get incredibly too far in Diamond Unbreakable. But I do remember exactly parts of what happened, especially at the end again. Parts a bit of All-Star Battle sort of spoiled it for me a bit, so I sort of know. But the rest of it, I'm completely blank, and I really have no fucking idea. So, how the real story unfolds. But then again, it's All-Star Battle. It doesn't really tell the story specifically, only towards, like, most of the end game points. But regardless, though, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And don't even ask me anything about Part 5, because I only know it's a blur to me. It's very blurry. But regardless, though, that's pretty much it. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. So, yes, so when it comes to the episode itself, I definitely give it a 5 out of 5. It was really great material. It was great to see Rohan again actually do something and actually uncover the mystery of JAKEN Boy, which I thought was actually pretty cool. And it looks like we're probably going to get some more stand users in the works. Judging from the episode title called I'm an Alien, I don't really know what to say about that one when it comes to I'm an Alien. Not too sure about that one. I can't really say much about that. But regardless, though, let me know what your thoughts in the comment section below of this week's episode of Diamond Unbreakable, episode 26. Definitely a 5 out of 5 material. Definitely one of my other favorite episodes. Definitely, just like Stardust Crusaders, only JoJo can make any regular game seem the most intense shit you will ever see in your lives. Hence why it's called Bizarre Adventure. But that's basically it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. This is a pretty awesome, hyped up episode. I love the animation. I love the choreography between the two characters. I thought it was actually very well done. So, yeah. That's basically it. So, that's it. So, yeah. So, I'll see you guys next week for episode 27. Now, what about the new opening? Weren't we supposed to get a new opening? Or maybe that's next month. If not next week, well, yeah. If not next week, definitely the week after, because October hits. You know what that means. It's a new season of anime. So that means we're probably going to get the new opening probably like next month. So that's pretty much, I think that's what's going to happen. So that's pretty much it. I'm done. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe as always. Click, you have a mouse, click right here, and, you know, yeah, and you can like the video. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm done. So this is Ninja Reviewer signing out, saying peace, soul, love, chicken grease, and the sky's the limit. And do you even pose? And I'll see you guys next week for episode 27. Bye-bye.